In our last session, we discussed a case study that is a mental health care patient management system. The next case study is a wilderness weather station. Today we will be discussing another case study that is a wilderness weather station. Weather station is used to monitor the climate changes that we all know. So let's see what is this a wilderness weather station case study describes. So, to help monitor climate change and to improve the accuracy of weather forecasts in remote areas, the government of a country with large areas of wilderness decides to deploy several hundred weather stations in remote areas. These weather stations collect data from a set of instruments that measure temperature and pressure, sunshine, rainfall, wind speed, and wind direction. Wilderness weather stations are part of a larger system. So, a wilderness weather station is nothing but a weather station which is used to monitor the climate changes and to improve the accuracy of this weather forecasting. The government has deployed several weather stations in remote areas. So how do this weather station works? What is the role of that weather station? That is, they collect the data from a set of instruments which measures temperature, pressure, sunshine, rainfall, wind speed, and direction of wind. Such as these measurements will be these the weather station will collect data from a set of instruments which measures all this temperature, pressure, sunshine, rainfall, wind speed, and the direction of the wind. So this is a job of the wilderness weather station. So in next figure we can see that our weather stations environment. So this figure shows the weather stations environment. Here you can see three separate systems are there in the weather station environment. So which are the such as a weather station system, data management and archiving system, and station maintenance system. So these are the systems that are included in the weather stations environment. So these are the systems that are present in the weather stations environment. Now let's see what are the roles of these systems. What do they do? What are the responsibilities of these individual systems? So that is we discuss about what do weather station system will do, and what do data management and archiving system will do, and what is the role of the station maintenance system. So let's discuss it one by one. So the weather station system. This weather station system it is responsible for collecting the weather data. So it collects information about the weather. It collects data about the weather and it carries out some data processing. And after processing the weather data, it transmits the data to the data management system. So this is a role of the weather station system, that is it is responsible for collecting the weather data and it carries out data processing, and after that processing data processing has been done, it sends it to the that is it transmits it to the data management system. Next, the data management and archiving system. So this system is responsible for collecting the data from the wilderness weather stations and it carries out the data processing, and after that it analyzes the data and then it archives the data in a form that it can be retrieved by the other systems such as the weather forecasting system. So this work will be done by the data management and archiving system. Next system is a station maintenance system. So what does this station maintenance system will do? This system can communicate by satellite with all other weather stations to maintain the health of these systems, and together with that it provides the reports of the problems, if any. So if any problems are there, so that regarding that the reports will be provided. Together with that, it can update the embedded software in these system. So if any system problems occur, if any of the problems occur, if any of the cases in a system may not work properly, if any issues occurs means, so this system can be used to remotely control the weather station. So these are all the rules that the weather station system, the data management and archiving system, the station maintenance system. So all these systems will work together in the weather station system environment. So these are all the systems, these are all included in the weather stations environment. And we came to know that how the weather station system will work. That is, it is responsible to collect the weather data, and after the collection of weather data, it carries out the data processing, it processes the data, and after the data processing has been done, then it sends the processed data to the data management and archiving system. So once it receives that the collected data, so once it collects the data from the weather stations, it carries out the data processing, and then it analyzes it, and then it archives the data in a form that it can be retrieved by the other systems. And next, weather station maintenance system. So this system will communicate by the satellite with all other weather stations to monitor the health of the systems, and it provides the reports of the problems if any occurs. Then together with that, it can update the embedded software in the system. So if any of the system problems occurs, this system, that is a station maintenance system, can be used to remotely control the weather system. So this is how the weather station's environment will work. Thank you.